All right. Welcome back to Freedom Fridays. Freedom Fridays is where we give the week a wrap up and we talk about all that we've learned. This week, we've been talking about vision, the importance for you as a leader to set a vision for your team and for yourself personally. I had an amazing conversation on Wednesday with a group called Aim All Now, Brian Lee and Gary Jones. They're doing some really cool work. They've been doing it for years and years. They said something to me that really struck me. We're going to say that right here. Vision is the pursuit of who you already are. Vision is the pursuit of who you already are. But before we do that, let's get into our sponsors. This is the Black Investing Box. If you want to turn the relationships your kids have with money on its head, you want to give them a better relationship with money than you had, check out the Black Investing Box at theblackinvestingbox.com. And from Drew Sutton Leadership, your business is like an airplane. If you want a better ride to that next level, then come see me. We'll make you a customized flight plan. Now, if you want to be on the show, the Drew Sutton Leadership Podcast show, this could be you. I will send a link in the comments here and you can sign up. We're going to have a spotlight episode of your business that you're going to be able to chop up and use in lots of different ways. Okay, that's enough from our sponsors. Let me tell you a story. Here's the story. Young Robert was sitting on a retreat by himself. He had just failed his 6th startup. He was depressed. He was frustrated. I don't know if you all can identify with that. He was looking at it, thinking to himself, how can I possibly go on? Who's going to trust me? How can I rebuild from this last startup failure? I know that I've been there. I've been frustrated as ideas of mine have not come to fruition. You go into battle, as it were, against the market, and what you thought would work out, you run out of runway. You run out of runway and you can't move forward. That's where Robert was. But as he sat there on his retreat, staring out over the waves, in his little cottage was a spider building a web up in the corner. And he watched that spider as he himself could barely move. And the spider was spinning its silk to the next side of the corner 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 6 times, failing each time, just as Robert himself had failed. And so he was commiserating with that spider. But on the 7th time, the spider's silk made the connection and he began building the web. And so this is my message to you. This is what Robert said to himself. If a spider can do it and does not give up, then I can do it and not give up. And so he went back out there, reinvigorated his relationships, started his next startup, and became a worldwide phenomenon. The year was 1314, and I'm talking about Robert the Bruce, the first king of a free Scotland. So identity, vision is you pursuing the identity that you already have. Robert the Bruce was Robert the Bruce before he became the first king of a free Scotland. He just had to build the mindset, the tool sets, and the skill sets to get there. So as you're considering your journey and where you are, maybe you've failed a bunch of times, maybe you're frustrated, maybe your hard work is not scaling you to that next level. Remember the lesson of the spider. Remember the lesson of Robert the Bruce. Vision is you pursuing the identity that you already have. You just don't have it yet. If you're a drummer, now one of my favorite books here, let me swing over and get it. Oh, this is Russell Brunson's trilogy. And in one of these books, Russell talks about the importance. He says, you have to have an identity shift before you can become the thing you're supposed to be. He tells a story about buying a drum set and then realizing that he was a terrible drummer. And I can tell you, I'm starting a podcast, kind of a terrible podcaster, but every day last month, I learned a new skill. I did another setup in my shop. And now I'm a podcaster, just not a great one. I'm a good one, but not a great one. We're going to get there. And I would love to have you on the show to help me. It's about small progress, but the identity shift has to happen first. You got to be the spider that's going to try until you complete it before you can complete it. Mindset. That's the mindset. The tool sets, we've talked about some tool sets this week. I hope that you've enjoyed them. Breaking your journey down. Think about the journey that you're on. Where are we at? When I become Robert the Bruce, what skill sets do I need to have? And see each month a slow and steady progress to getting that skill set. So for you, what are the skill sets and the tool sets you need to put together to become the identity that you know you already are? I hope that was helpful. I look forward to connecting with you. I hope I see you on the show and I can showcase you to my audience and to your audience, and we can celebrate who you are. I can't wait to see what the world is going to get when you step into your final identity. With that, we are out. Oh, I got to turn it off. Sorry.